Shalom. Shalom. Hey, Shalom. There we go. Shalom, brothers. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth, man. I wanted to come with a quick sit down in regards to how, you know, our people, they may not be underneath the law, but our people will be held accountable, man, for their actions. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that they know to be right, they don't do it. You see what I'm saying? Case in point, you might have somebody out there, you know what I'm saying, a two-third, he knows that it's not right to steal, and yet what do our people do? They steal. Somebody out there that knows, a man out there that knows that it's not okay to sleep with another man's woman. What do our people do? Our people glorify it, man. So the uh the things that our people know to be wrong and yet do it, you know what I'm saying? That's a law unto them, man. You see? And our people are going to be judged by that, man. So let's go down to Romans 2, and I start at 12, man. This is Romans 2 and 2. Actually, I start at 11. Romans 2 and 11. For there is no respect of persons with the Most High. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law. And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. So it doesn't matter whether or not the person knows his truth or doesn't, man. You see, if you sin without the law, you see, you're still going to be you're still going to be held accountable, man. You know, and two-thirds of our people, man, they know what time it is, man. Our people know wrong, man. You know that the things that they do is wrong, yet they still do it. You know, our people are impotent and they're obsessed with doing wickedness, man. Therefore, the Most High is going to judge them. Verse 13: for not the hearing of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves. So that's right. So our people, they don't have the law, but they do things naturally that are in the law, man. You see, case in point, you might have a guy out there, what I'm saying, he doesn't sleep with a man's wife. That's considered sin to him. Case in point, what I'm saying, Mayweather. You see him. He says that he's not for people sleeping with another man's woman. Well, they're gonna be that's a law unto him. You see what I'm saying? That's a law unto him. You see, our people out there. You got some people out there that don't eat pork, don't eat unlawful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a law unto them, man. You see. You see? So you have people out there that naturally do the things that are written in the law, man. You see, and they're going to be held accountable for that, man. Our people, like we always say, our people, you know what I'm saying, they know that what I'm saying, committing adultery is wrong, but yet our people glorify it. You see, well, that's a law unto them, so they're going to be held accountable. You see, our people know that being a homosexual is wrong, man. You see, and that's a law unto themselves, man. You see, and our people are going to be held accountable for that, man. You see, uh, verse 15, which showed the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts the mean, while accusing all else excusing one another. In the day of when the Most High shall judge the secrets of man by Yahweh Mashiach according to my gospel. You know what I'm saying? So people are going to be judged ultimately when Yahweh Shai returns, and also even before that, man, our people are being judged. You know what I'm saying? By their own actions, their own ways are consuming them, man. You see what I'm saying? Case in point, you have a AIDS epidemic going that's happening in Jackson, Mississippi, man. In particular, in the gay community. You see, Our people know that being a homosexual is wrong, but what our people do choose to do? I choose to be homosexuals. I was watching a documentary on Vice, which is a channel on YouTube, and they're interviewing this one cat who had AIDS, and he was like, "Yeah, I know it's wrong, I know it's a sin, but I can't help myself." Well, your ways are consuming you, man. You see, the Most High is judging you, and what's so cold about it that our people aren't putting two and two together, man. You see what I'm saying? They're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? Allah, hey, maybe the Most High is the one that's doing this to me, man. You see? This is Proverbs 5:21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahweh, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked uh, himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. That's right. So the iniquities of our people will take him, man. You know what I'm saying? Those sins they weigh our people down. Case in point, you have somebody out there that's a smoker. Notice that smoking cigarettes is bad for you. You see what I'm saying? But can't let it go because they're addicted. You see? And that's our people. Our people are addicted to wickedness, man. You see? You talk to a nigga in the hood that just done stole something. You ever had a partner that just had a fetish for stealing? You go to a convenience store, he steal a soda. You're like, man, why you do that? He's like, man, I just couldn't help myself, man. You see, that's our people, man. Those sins weigh them down, man, and they are wrapped around them like, as a cord, man. And that sin is going to lead to death. Verse 23: He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly, he shall go astray. That's right, man. And the greatness of our people's folly, man, that the Most High is not. They're not gonna know the Most High, man. They're not gonna know the will of the Heavenly Father, man, and they're gonna be consumed, man. You see, Jake wondering why, uh, you know, uh, there's a huge population of so-called um, Negro men locked up. You see, well, Jake, I mean, growing up, you know how it is growing up in the hood, man. Jake jugs, Jake allowing one another, man. These street niggas are some of the worst people I ever met in my life, man. Sell drugs to your own partner's mother. You see, doing all types of lewdness with crackheads, all types of madness, man. You see, so they're being consumed by their own way. They get locked up and can't get out. Man, that's on you. That's on you. You got consumed by your own filth, man. You see, and time after time, man, this has happened to our people. You know, that's why it says in Isaiah, man, you have been stricken. You know, why should you be stricken anymore? Loosely paraphrasing, man. Our people are continue revolting, man. And ultimately, our people believe in the ways of the so-called white man, Edomites, man. They agree with the left-hand power and how the structure is set up, man. You see, and that's why people are being destroyed because guess what, man? We're supposed to be a holy people and they're separate. You see, kings and priests unto the Most High, alluding to Exodus the 19th chapter. You see, let's get this in Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah 30:9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Our people don't want to hear the law, such commandments of the scriptures, man. You see, when we go out there on the highways and byways, man, you see what I'm saying? Most people who are scoffing are 2/3 of our people, man. Want to run up on us, fight us, and things of that nature. 2/3 of our people are just fanning their hands at us, laugh at us. You see, that's the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. I was thinking about this today. You have this so-called Native American chick come out with her man, and she calling us niggas, telling us we don't like how America is being ran. Go back to Africa. You see, so our people trust in oppression, man, and lies and deceit. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, the left hand power. You see, and not in the true power, man. Yahweh by Shem Shot. And for that, our people are gonna be consumed in the filthy ways, man. This is verse 12, actually verse 11. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Uh, Therefore, actually, verse 12, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. That's right. When you look at that word oppression, in the 1611 on in the margins it says fraud. And that's what our people trust in. They trust in a big ass lie. They trust in the lies and the pseudoscience of the so-called white man and the vain philosophy of the so-called white man. You see, that's why our people govern themselves in the manner in which they do, man. It's a very perverse, a very lewd and lustful spirit out here, man. You see, that's void of judgment. You see, whatever comes to people's minds, that's what they do. And again, this way, that way of perverseness has destroyed our people, man. Verse 13, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high way, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant. That's right. And this verse reminds me of what happened in Katrina in '05, man, when that levee broke. You see, it was all of a sudden, because the hurricane actually passed, but what happened was that levee broke and it entered into whose neighborhood, man? You you Benjamites neighborhoods, man. You see, or you so-called Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Well, and Judites, like you. I don't think that them people over there in New Orleans are Judites, but it enter into all people's neighborhoods, man, and destroy them. Why is that? Because man, go to New Orleans and it's all type of madness, man. You got kids, you know what I'm saying, on heroin, prostitution, you know what I'm saying, transgenderism. You see, all that type of debaucheries, particularly when Mardi Gras happen. You know, so even before Hurricane Katrina happened, you had people out there that was partying. You had the F Katrina party. You see what I'm saying? The same people who were attending the party, guess what? They were on a bridge begging for help on national television, man. Because our people, man, play too much, man. Our people are impudent. They don't understand, or they don't understand. They don't want to understand the will of the Heavenly Father. You see, so that the recompense for the wickedness is gonna come to them all of a sudden, man, out of nowhere in their eyes, man. Well, if you had spiritual lenses on, if they had the spiritual lenses on, they would understand that sin is going to lead to destruction. You know, verse 13. Therefore, thus iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, uh, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sherd to take fire from the earth, uh, or to take water with all out of the pit. For thus saith the Holy One, for thus saith Yahweh power, the Holy One of Israel, in returning in rest shall ye be saved, and quietness and confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. well, and that's going into something else, man. But basically the point in this is, man, our people, saying prefer iniquity over the truth, man. And for that, guess what, man? Our people gonna be destroyed suddenly, man. That's why it says that the day of the Lord should come to a thief in the night. That's to those who aren't watching, man. You see. But to us, man, what I'm saying, hey, we're blessed by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, to have this knowledge, to understand what's about to happen, man, when that time comes, man. 2/3 of our people, man, they're gonna get caught out there bad, man. And they're already getting caught out there bad. They're already losing. You see? You see what I'm saying? This is Sirach 22:11. Weep for the dead, for he hath uh, lost delight, and weep for the fool, for he wants his understanding. Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. But the life of the fool is worse than death. That's right. The life of a fool is worse than death, man. What's crazy is our people are so prideful and so arrogant. They don't understand that they're the laughing stock of the other nations, man. You know, they're too busy trying to quote stunt on one another, man. Like they don't even realize that people laugh at us, man. People are laughing at our nation. We're a proverb and a byword to these other nations, man. And our people think that, saying being a damn buffoon is black culture, man. Dancing in public, you know, black sense and all this madness, man. You see, our people have lived the lives of fools. You think about it. What is so-called black culture? It's nothing. It's nothing but the leftovers of white supremacy, man. And that goes for you Latinos also, man. Like you so-called Latinos with your Israelites also, man. You so obsessed with saying speaking Spanish and being a Catholic and you know quinceañeras and then things of that nature, man. All that came from your oppressor, man. You see. Y'all have nothing to be proud over us either. You know, Mexico is a goddamn war zone. Venezuela, Brazil, you know, Puerto Rico is terrible. Cuba is terrible, man. You know, laughing stock, man. Goddamn Rickendale get to fight Lomachenko, and this dude just bitch up. Vanessa made to forget. You know what I'm saying? Lord get cheated out of a fight once again, loses his belts. Probably ain't gonna get her fighting anybody worth a damn either. So our people are jokes, man. You see, our people are played out. Why is that? Because they don't have the law, statutes, and commandments of the heavenly Father, man. You see, verse 12: 7 days do man mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man are the days of his life. And that's really going into something else. Let's see what else we have. Because I have one more. Go to Ezekiel for you brothers. And that'll be it for me. Let's see here. Ezekiel 3. Ezekiel 3. That's right. So this is Ezekiel 3 and 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak with my words unto them. But thou art not saying to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent to them, they would have hearkened unto thee, and that's a damn shame. You got these heathens; they're listening to the will of the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? More than his own people, man. Case in point, the brother Palau, he did a sit down on how you had heathens calling themselves Manassites, things of that nature, enter into the Holy Land a couple of months ago. And you have heathens, those are heathens that they believe, man. But you tell Jake that he's a Israelite, he's gonna ask you, what about the so-called white man? I tell you that he's a African. You see, and that Egyptology madness has done nothing for to our people, but he feminized, you know what I'm saying, our males, man. You see, but I prefer that, you know. Uh, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, but they have not hearkened unto me. For all the house of Israel are impotent and hard hearted. That's why our people are dumb and hard headed, man. You see? So we shouldn't feel sorry for 2/3 of our people, man. You know, a lot of times you get caught up in your feelings and you know, and you worried about, uh, you get a very sentimental emotion, when you dealing with our people because you know you understand that our people are living in simplicity, man. But man, just because our people are living in simplicity, but our people are wicked. Our people are wicked, man. And the Most High is gonna judge. It's gonna judge our people, man. Our people need it. It's really time for a reboot. You know, it's really time for a reboot, man. You see what I'm saying? Uh, Garrett, run one more for you, brothers. Actually, I was just looking for it. I just got it. I get this for you, bros. This is probably the last one for me. Let's see here. 8. Start at 50. Start at 50. All right. So this is Second Esdras 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell on the earth, because they have walked in great pride. Uh, but understand for thyself and seek after the glory for such as be like thee. That's right, man. So it's gonna be a great misery that's done on earth for all these people that's walking in pride, and our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you're some of the most pridefulest people on earth. You know what I'm saying? But soon the Most High is going to rectify all that. It's going to be a correction, man. You see? And what do we need to do? We need to be focused on building the brothers up that are like-minded, that are tired of this place. You see, and not consumed with what I'm saying, the people that ain't trying to change. You see, verse 25. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plentifulness is made ready, a city is built, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hidden from you, and corruption is led into hell to be forgotten. Souls are past, and the end is showed in treasure of immortality. And therefore, ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his laws, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness, and said in their heart that there is no God, yea, knowing that knowing they must die. That's right. So our people, man, you know, they aren't searching for the will of their heavenly Father, man. You have a lot of our people, they might believe in the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Believe that there's a power, but they ain't trying to figure out, what I'm saying, what that power, what I'm saying, that higher power wants. How does that higher power wants them to conduct themselves, man? You see what I'm saying? You see? For that, man, our people gonna get trodden down, man. Our people gonna be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? So we need, what do we need to do? Focus on the brothers, focus on those that are like-minded. You see what I'm saying? That's willing to push this word, so we can get the hell up out of here, man. You see? So with that being said, all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well, and peace and blessing to brothers there that's kicking his word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.